January 28th. Today the Church celebrates the feast of the greatest theologian in the Catholic Church, St. Thomas Aquinas. Thomas Aquinas started out very young in studying theology, and by the time he was 20 or so, had his doctorate and was himself teaching. He was a student of the Albert the Great. And so at a young age, he was given such extraordinary grace and wisdom to know the teachings of the Church and what God wanted his people to know about him. Thomas Aquinas excelled in marrying faith and reason. He recognized that the tenets of faith should be held, but at the same time, they can be understood rationally, and that reason can help increase someone's faith. That, as St. John Paul II would write many hundreds of years later in his encyclical Faith and Reason, that faith and reason are two wings on which the human soul soars to the contemplation of the truth. Both faith and reason are necessary not just to fly, but to soar in seeking the truth. And the truth is God. God himself has reason. It's why you and I are rational beings. We're made in his image. And we have faith because we do not yet see him, but we believe in him because he has taught us that he is believable. At the end of his life, or near the end of his life, St. Thomas Aquinas, who had written volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes of works, beautiful hymns, including the O Salutaris Hostia and Tantum Ergo Sacramentum, two hymns that are sung during Eucharistic adoration. He has crafted such beautiful poetry in honor of our Lord and our Eucharistic Lord, and he has written such profoundly theologically sound works. But near the end of his life, he had a vision. He sees Christ, and he sees all of heaven. And Christ asks him, "You have written well of me, Thomas. What would you have as your reward?" What would you say if Jesus appeared to you and said, "Saint in the making, you have spoken well of me. You have written well of me. You have prayed well to me. You have loved me well. What would you have as your reward?" What would you say? So very many things to say. What did St. Thomas, though, say? Thomas Aquinas responded to the Lord when he asked, "What would you have as your reward?" "Nothing but you, Lord." Saints in the making, let us spend our time today and really throughout our life wanting nothing but the Lord. He alone is reward enough, more than enough. Let us ask him to reward us with that love and with himself, that we might be faithful to him here and now and forever after. And we can do this, you got it, by making space for grace.